It's a really nice neighborhood there, but unfortunately, it's just like a straight through, no modal filters. Cars can just cut down that road to avoid traffic on Yonge. So here's Yonge Street, which is the longest street in the world. And unfortunately, there's no bike lanes out here. I guess they start farther down. Damn it. I know they start at Davisville, so we'll just have to ride along this road for a bit. Oh, there they are. Oh, look, Sharrows. Very Copenhagen style, right-hand turn lane with a bike symbol in it. And here we are at the new bike lanes. This is what's considered noteworthy in Toronto. Whew. Just give me a sec. This is so bad, it's hilarious. Well, from a Dutch perspective, yes. But when it comes to North America, this is notable. Oh, awesome. Thanks, buddy. Just give me a second here to check this before we get going. I'm going to ride this all the way down into downtown, these new bike lanes. All right. So this is, man, people have been trying to get bike lanes on Yonge Street forever. And it finally happened because of COVID. There's another one of the bike share docks. They've moved, they've done put a lot of new bike share docks up here. So this is basically a painted bicycle gutter, but they use the flexi posts, the plastic sticks, and a couple of concrete curbs on occasion here to separate you from the strode. This is considered good for Toronto. I'm going through this yellow. I'm not stopping on that. So the reason I chose to do it this way, oh, they got a speed demon here. The reason I chose to do it this way from north to south is because it's all downhill. Oh man, these are narrow. I didn't really appreciate how narrow they are. You cannot pass anybody down here. And these plastic sticks are kind of claustrophobic. Yeah, you can't pass anybody here. Even if you wanted to try, your handlebars would hit the plastic sticks. That sucks. But at least they have 3 lanes of car traffic plus parking. Do the bike share bikes have a decent amount of gears? No, they have 3. But Toronto's mostly flat. Like, I'm actually doing the hilliest part here. From west to east, it's completely flat. And even going south to north, it's a pretty gentle grade for the most part. All right. God, there are signs everywhere. They love their signs. And now the plastic sticks are gone for the intersection. Oh yeah, I was warned about this. So they have a bunch of like patios out here for COVID so that people can dine outside, but they cut into the bike lane. So then they move the bike lane off to the side and you have to be careful. It's a bit of an obstacle course. I can't believe I used to ride streets like this every day. It's bonkers. All right, St. Clair, not so bad. Okay, we got a truck. Is that in the bike lane? Oh no, it's on the other side of the plastic sticks. All right. Whew. The one thing with Toronto is that there are a lot of pedestrians. A lot of people walk here, which is nice to see. This actually over here is where streetcars come out. So there's a station, a subway station down here. Oh, here comes a streetcar now. You're passing right near my house now, nice. Yeah, you have to move heaven and earth to get this. Yes, the only reason this happened was because of COVID, and all of this is temporary. They can take it out after COVID. And we weave around another patio. Man, the asphalt is in such rough shape. Got a truck in the bike lane. Is this guy blocking the bike lane or no? Not quite. Oh, Jesus, this is tight. Okay, watch out. Nice. Don't bother moving, just stand there in the middle of the bike lane. You should come to the Netherlands and try that. Okay, another dodge around a patio. Oh, I'm glad I picked this direction, the downhill direction. This is easy, as long as I don't get hit by a car. Or that truck. Oh my God, this is insane. Hey buddy, I am not looking at chat. I am just looking at what these drivers are doing. Around another patio into the red light. Looks like we got gridlock here. Toronto's good for that, just blocking the intersection with your car so nobody can get through, even on the green. Awesome. Well, I thought I'd have a chance to read chat there, but the light turned green. Whew. Now a truck. Is that what's causing this whole backup? Is this guy? Because there's nobody after this truck. What is he doing? All right, no, okay, there are cars after him. Pick up some speed here. Oh man, the asphalt is so bad. It's just full of potholes. Jesus. What the fuck is this? Triangular thing? Okay. Traffic light here is out. Gonna get hit by a car. all right, I'm gonna stop here. I need to let my blood pressure come down a bit. Whew, that was fun. You're getting a raid now. Whoa, who raided me? I can't see on this damn thing. That's awesome. Maybe they should change their moderation settings. Yeah, probably, but. All right, leading pedestrian indicator, yeah, they get to go first. No bike signal, so bikes don't get to go with them. It's typical. Around a patio again. Keeps it interesting. A little tight here. Oh, Jesus. I love that Twitch chat is going absolutely crazy. The one time I'm on a bike and can't look at it, can't moderate it, whatever. I should just turn off my Twitch chat. Just go straight to YouTube, because most people are on YouTube anyway. Coming into downtown. Taxi in the bike lane. That's good. Expect nothing less. At least it's a handicap taxi. I feel a little bit less bad about that. Whew. Oh, this sucks. All right, Church Street, Church in Danforth, cool. So this is the first of the painted bicycle gutters I'm going to show you today. There's another one that got completed after like 40 years of people asking for it. Jesus, what the fuck is this? On Danforth. So after this we'll go to Danforth. Oh, okay. Just keep your scaffolding stuff there. That's cool. This is so bad. I can't believe people have to fight so hard just to get this shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're at Bloor, and this is where the painted bicycle gutter ends. That's it, we're done. All right, I'm gonna take a bit of a break before I turn left on Danforth here. You know what, let's just move over here. That was so bad. But I would have loved to have it when I lived in Toronto, because it's better than what was there before, which was nothing except 5-lane Strode. All right, just give me a sec here. I'm gonna take a little break, see what the fuck is going on over on Twitch. Somebody raided me and I have like a billion messages. Yeah, what a waste of money. Wish they would just do it right. Yeah, me too. But the thing is, like, that painted bicycle gutter that we just went down is temporary for COVID. They may get rid of it. Oh, Trucker Dylan raid. Oh, awesome. Cool. Thanks, Trucker Dylan. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's funny. So 290 people viewing on Twitch right now, which is funny because usually it's like 12 people on Twitch and like a few hundred on YouTube. But it's funny to have Twitch numbers that are higher than YouTube, because I'm mostly a YouTuber. In case you've never seen it, I have a YouTube channel called Not Just Bikes with about 250k subscribers about urban planning in the Netherlands. So check out Not Just Bikes on YouTube if you want edited videos. All right, so this is another one of the, I think, temporary painted bicycle gutters. You can see they just took a lane of car traffic, which is better because it's actually wide enough. Unlike that crap that we were on in Yonge that was like a meter wide and felt claustrophobic as hell. But don't worry, there's still plenty of room for trucks to park in it. And no, I'm not Dutch. I'm Canadian, but I live in the Netherlands. I'm just in Canada for a holiday and thought I would check out, because everyone tells me, oh man, they put new bike lanes in, it's getting better in Toronto, you should come take a look. So I'm come taking a look. This is Bloor Street. So we were going down Yonge before, and I just turned left on Bloor Street. This is Blooring Church, which is just at the sort of top end of downtown Toronto. As we go out farther east, we're going to cross a bridge called the Bloor Viaduct, Prince Edward Viaduct. And then the street turns into Danforth, which is near where I used to live when I lived in Toronto last. And they put bike lanes on there finally for the first time, which is one of the major routes that people were asking for literally decades. This lane is going to disappear soon due to construction. Oh, awesome. Just what I want. Me. E-scooter. You don't see those very often in the Netherlands, because most of them are illegal until they get approved by the relevant agency. Oh, Jesus, lady. I do like how everyone pulls over to the right when emergency vehicles are coming through in Canada. They're pretty good about that. Whew. Fire? Possibly, although most fire trucks in North America respond to car crashes. All right, let's go. Welcome everybody from Trucker Dylan on Twitch, by the way. I usually stream in the Netherlands, around Amsterdam, sometimes other cities, but I happen to be on holiday in Canada right now. So we're checking out what Toronto, Canada has to offer for this beautiful bicycle infrastructure that you see before you. What the fuck is this? Is this where somebody said it was going to end because of construction? That's not so bad. Hopefully that was it. Please tell me that was it. Well, I'm about to come up to the bridge, to the viaduct. This is Bloor Street, which actually has bicycle lanes on it and has for a long time. This painted bicycle gutter has been here for years. It's pretty scary sometimes because you're basically on a 6-lane strode here, 5-lane strode, whatever it is. And there's no protection whatsoever, and they have parking up here on the right. So cars cross across the bike lane to go into the parking, and you got like high-speed traffic here. And Toronto, Canada doesn't really enforce speed limits, so people drive as fast as they fucking want. This is ridiculous. Look at this. They got a 40-kilometer-per-hour speed limit on this 4-lane highway. It's insane. Oh, here's where it ends. Awesome. Okay, good thing traffic is light. Single file. Good luck with that. All right, I'm not looking at chat. Wish me luck. I'm one of the raiders and I'm a subscriber on YouTube. Was the last chat message I saw. That's cool. I don't do streaming that often because I just don't have the time for it most of the time, but I really want to do it more. It's good to show people what stuff looks like in other cities. And there's nothing quite like watching a live stream to see what it's really like. Because I could show you pictures of that's for video, but it just doesn't show the insanity of actually being here. I got my painted bicycle gutter back here at least. It's really narrow along here. I used to take this home from work sometimes, but it just got to be too much, so I started going a longer route to avoid this because it's just too scary in rush hour when there's a lot of traffic. I mean, it's already a problem that there's a fucking 18-wheel semi coming up behind me. Jesus. And dump trucks. Oh yeah, this is what I like. That's awesome. All right, it wasn't an 18-wheeler, thankfully. Whew. Still sucks though. I can't believe anybody thinks this is acceptable. What is this? A meter-wide strip of paint at the side of the road and riding in the gutter? Jesus Christ. This is awful. But this was awful even when I lived here and I was used to this stuff. This was just, I avoided this as much as possible. I'd usually go down south. There's another way to cross on Gerrard. In the winter, this gets really bad because the snow just gets pushed into the gutter and it becomes even narrower. YouTuber dies on bike to prove a point. Yeah. Oh man. I know that's how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get hit by a car. It's inevitable. I just hope it doesn't happen soon. But yeah, I used to ride this every day for a while until I had a couple of close calls, some close passes at high speed, and I switched to going across at Bloor Street, which is out of my way, but it was just safer. So these plastic sticks have been here for a few years. And this lane is a little bit wider, so you could conceivably pass people here. But the plastic sticks are still pretty close, because like if you get too close to these when you're passing, you can nick your handlebars on them. But I suppose it's still better than just letting cars drive into the bike lane. So this is encouraging for a change, temporary bike lane, because there's construction, which is a relatively new thing in Toronto to actually do this. But they've been doing this, downtown they've been doing this fairly regularly for about 4 or 5 years. It used to be that when there was construction, you were just left on your own to figure it out. Okay. We're almost at the end of the viaduct, and that's where Bloor Street becomes Danforth Street as it intersects Broadview. I'm going to take a quick break at Broadview and check some chat and bring my blood pressure down. Oh, this is new. So this used to be this just giant, massive green, but they've put these concrete things here now, I guess. But this used to be a mess in rush hour, because this here is an entrance to a highway, and they actually got a bike signal here now. And wow, this is all new. Look at that, luxury. And here we are at Broadview, where Bloor Street East turns into Danforth. Yeah, it was awful before. It really was. I used to ride that, and there'd be cars coming in and bicycles trying to merge, and people would be slamming on their horns, and oh yeah, it was a good time. So this is very close to where I used to live many years ago, Broadview and Danforth. The Danforth here is Greektown in Toronto, and there used to be streetcars running along here years and years ago, but they were taken out in the 1960s when a subway was built underneath this road. So the Bloor Danforth subway runs directly underneath us. The subway stations are off to the left. And this was turned into just a ridiculously massive strode. It was 5 lanes, really high traffic, which is crazy because it's got all of these shops along to it. And this is one of those things where Strong Towns talks about, you know, take your stroads and decide if they're going to be a street or a road. And this definitely needs to become a street, and that's what they're doing. Go out and wave to Dave Edwards. Yeah, he lives around here, right? Not too far away. Was that a moped? Yeah, it looked like an electric e-bike or something. Bring back the streetcar, yeah. Yeah, and it was a massive fight to get this done. My wife was quite involved in that when she was in advocacy. I was a little bit, but I'm not a very good advocate because I call people idiots. Hey, Dave Edwards is here. Hi, Dave. And Dave has provided me with some footage in the past for my Riverdale video, as well as winter cycling. Dave lives not too far away here in Toronto. This place has potential. I agree. This place does have potential. If you took like a Dutch street design and you pushed the curb out over to the left here and had like 1.5, 2 meter bike lane, fietspad, you narrowed the road, put some bump outs, like this could be actually be a really nice street. And it's quite a productive street, like from a Strong Towns point of view. It's very productive, small businesses, plus some larger chains like Shoppers Drug Mart down there. This is, I would say, one of the reasons we lived here is, I would say, like, this is one of the few remaining, like, high streets, main streets in Toronto that still has any potential at all. I would say this is the best area in Toronto, which is why we moved here. However, In the past, like 5 years or so, it's become just insanely expensive. Like houses nearby are going for $1.5, $2 million, $3 million. Okay, blood pressure is down a bit. I really should have brought a bottle of water. I left it on the counter at the Airbnb, but here we go. There's a place here called the Danforth Music Hall, which has a lot of concerts, and that was one of the issues with the bike lanes, is that they have to unload a bunch of this here. They have to unload a bunch of music equipment and stuff. So that was one of the contentious issues. A lot of the businesses along here were in favor of the bike lanes, but some of the ones run by like the old Greek people, because this was originally Greek town. It's becoming far and far less Greek. But the people who have had shops here for like 30 years and they've moved to the suburbs and they drive in, they think everybody comes by car still, like it's the 1960s or something. But now finally there are bike lanes on Danforth. And you know, by North American standards, this isn't too bad. The parking's on the left, they've got concrete barriers. I hate the plastic sticks, but it is what it is. It's a little bit wonky because, as I said earlier, because of COVID, they've put some of the patios out in the bike lane, and then they've extended the bike lane into the parking. So shops could decide if they wanted to have parking or outdoor seating. So it's a little bit wonky here. But again, by North American standards, this is pretty good. And if this were then developed to be proper curbs and everything, this could be pretty nice. But yes, bike lanes, I mean, painted bicycle gutters. Yeah, these are definitely painted bicycle gutters. But they're getting there. And this certainly is. Some of them are, oh shit, really. In the Netherlands, I would not need to stop for this red light because it's a T junction. So I would be able to go through here on this side of a T. Usually they put the traffic signal to the left of the bike lane so that it doesn't apply. By North American standards, the code for this is shit, but it's better than most shit. That is true. Come on. One thing I've had to get used to coming back to visit in Canada is there are so many traffic lights and you wait so long for nothing. I miss my smart Dutch traffic lights. It's nice that they have outdoor seating here. I don't know how much I like sitting outdoors next to this much car traffic, but it is what it is. This definitely would have been an improvement when I lived here. I would have been very thankful for this. It feels a hell of a lot safer than when I ever cycled along here when I used to live in Toronto. Oh. Logan and Danforth. Oh yeah, the Tim Hortons is closed. It's funny. I didn't know Tim Hortons could close in Canada. I thought they only opened. So I'm gonna ride this out to the end, and then I think I'm gonna return this bike share bike and take the subway back. So I'll keep streaming until I hit the end here and return the bike. I'm not sure how far this goes. Donlands or Coxwell or something, but anyway, we'll find out. Oh man. Hitting every red light here. And I've lost my chat. Awesome. In a second, I'm going to stop up here and fix my chat. That makes sense. My stream phone randomly decided to switch to another network. That's helpful. All right, are we back? We are back. Sorry if I missed your chats for the last like 5 minutes. Please stream the subway. Yeah, I'd love to stream the subway, but there's no service down there because Toronto is pretty backwards that way. They have no cell service in the subway, which is just bonkers. Like, I don't know, man. Someone ringing their bell behind me. All right, so we're crossing Pape, which is starting to bring us out of Greektown. Yeah, I'll at least stream to the subway station, but I'll lose service after that, and I'll want to raid somebody on Twitch, so I don't want it to just drop out in the subway. All right, things are getting a little more dodgy here. But it looks like there's no more patios, so it's just a straight line ahead. Thank you for visiting. All right, Jones, Danforth and Jones. Still got a bike lane. Painted bicycle gutter. So yeah, it gets a little dodgy here where I guess they've just removed the sticks and everything for the driveways. Makes me miss continuous sidewalks of the Netherlands, that's for sure. More painted sticks. So I think it's going to be like this for the rest of the ride. It seems they don't like to mix it up too much. Every time we get to an intersection, this plastic sticks drop away. We're left on our own. Bus stops are in the bike lane, of course, because that's the way they roll. And another red light. Anyone else lagging? Yeah. If the stream is lagging, then it is what it is. I'm at the mercy of Canadian LTE connections. But I went through and I checked the stream over the last couple days and tweaked the settings. So it's as good as it's gonna get in Canada without going to like multiple networks or something. So many stoplights, and for nothing too. And they stay red. They're just dumb stoplights. They're on a timer. Like, they don't know if somebody's coming. You just sit there for whatever the timer amount is, even if nobody's coming. I'm glad traffic's light, because out here it starts to get more dodgy. You start to get a little close as you get closer to the suburbs out east. It becomes way more car-centric. And drivers are less forgiving of people on bicycles. Greenwood. There's a nice park down here to the right, Greenwood Park, which is a really nice ice skating rink. It's also interesting that the pedestrian light went first before the car light, so that's new too. They've started putting leaning pedestrian signals. Oh, the pavement quality though is just so awful. It's just full of potholes and bumps. It's killing me. And this is not exactly a comfortable bicycle. It's meant for short trips. They actually charge you, oh Jesus. They actually charge you overages if you go more than half an hour or so. Because this is meant for just quick point-to-point trips within the city. Actually, it makes me wonder if there's going to be a bike share dock that I can put this in at the end of this whole thing. Or if I have to cycle back to find one. It'll be interesting. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Another red light. As you do, nobody coming. No traffic, no pedestrians, just people waiting because it has to do its timer. Awesome. Okay. Again, a leading pedestrian signal, that's cool. Ever biked in Berlin? No, I have not. I've been to Berlin many times, but I've never cycled there. But then, I'm not much of a cyclist. Like, I prefer public transit, so I would gladly take the trains and trams in Berlin. Cool. There's a lack of green everywhere. Yeah, they're really, oh, there's your green. Green paint. No, it really is true. Like, there's so few trees. Like, there's a couple, but like, I love it when people on my YouTube channel say that, oh, you know, they don't want to live in a concrete jungle. I'm like, yeah, neither do I. That's why I live in Amsterdam, that has trees everywhere. All right, Coxwell. I'm actually kind of surprised at how far these new bike lanes are going. I was not expecting them to come this far out east. I guess maybe they go to Woodbine, which is another bicycle lane they installed about like 4 years ago. That would make sense, but Toronto doesn't always make sense. I assume someone in chat is screaming at me, they go to this road, but I can't see it because I can only check chat every once in a while without getting run over. Oh good, McDonald's drive-thru. That's a good use of urban space. With a big surface parking lot too. Bravo. It looks like we got a patio up here to dodge around. I'm not seeing any bike share docks out here, so it could be interesting trying to return this thing. This is definitely too long to be riding on one of these clunky bike share bikes. I do like bike share, but they're not meant for long trips. Oh, there's a dock. Okay, good. Not so bad. There are still bike share docks out here. We're still in civilization. It would be so nice if they actually made this into proper street design with curbs and bump outs. This could be a really nice area. It's so weird to see more chat messages on Twitch than on YouTube. I'm glad I got multi-stream working. However, that means, I can't be monetized on Twitch because they have an exclusivity that you have to agree to. So you can't multi-stream. So I'm probably just not going to get monetized on Twitch. It's rather brave of the guy with the coffee to just walk into the bike lane without looking. Because if I had been going any faster, he would have ended up with coffee all over him. Another red light, awesome. Oh. Yeah, you must be right back home in Amsterdam with people walking in the bike lanes, yeah. That usually only happens in the tourist areas though, and I avoid those areas. And lately it's been COVID, so it's been beautiful. I've ridden into the city center and it's been like empty. People are speaking Dutch. Yeah, it's been nice. I'm gonna miss that. Another leading pedestrian indicator. That's funny, they've changed them all, I guess. I wish they would give me a bike signal though to go before the cars as well. I guess that's too much to ask. And this is probably still considered temporary or a pilot project or something. Toronto loves to do that. I love to put in infrastructure like this and say that it's a pilot project for like 1 year because it's the only way they can get it through city council. What station are you gonna get on? Whatever's closest to the bike share dock, I find. But I'm gonna ride these bike lanes out until the end. I'm seeing a lot of food delivery on e-bikes, which makes sense. Not as many as I see in Amsterdam, of course, but it's nice to see. But yeah, I'm gonna ride this out until the end whenever this bike lane ends. I'm gonna find a bike share dock and I'm gonna hop on whatever subway station is closest and head back up to Yonge and Eglinton. least the weather's nice. It's not too hot. I mean, it's hot, but it's not too hot. It's just a bit humid. And a bit warm in the sun, in direct sunlight. But it's nice for a bike ride, even if it is on painted bicycle gutters. So, even if there are cars parked in them. Thank you, sir. Yeah, well done. Maine. This is where the streetcars end. Oh, I actually did not expect to get out this far. It's actually kind of remarkable how far these things go for Toronto. It's like when they did Bloor and they did like just under 2 kilometers of bike lanes and said, job done. All right. Okay, you gonna back up into me? What are you doing? You're just gonna drive in the bike lane. Okay. All right. Whatever, man. Yeah, this is starting to feel really suburban now when you have like a giant Canadian Tire here with a garden center, big parking lot behind it. At least it's up against the curb and the parking lot's not here. That's a marginal improvement. But I'm actually really surprised the bike lanes go out this far into what becomes like suburbia. Because like, look, there's like strip malls. We're parking out front. And here we are at Dawes. Yeah, and I saw someone in the chat mention this is where it ends. So this is where it ends. And then you can see what it used to be like over there. Wow.